Right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Epic Street. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the top gainers and the top losers and see what they hold for the coming week. But before I actually dive deeper into the technicals, I want to direct your attention to the Epic Street YouTube channel. If you enjoy the content that we put out and want to stay updated to the hottest trends in the cryptocurrency market, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and click on the bell icon. You can also follow us on Twitter at FXS Crypto and myself at Mangeko with the zero at the end. I kind of got confused between Jonathan's just analysis one and Mangeko with the zero at the end. So the top gainers, right, were KNC, XMR, and BAL. Let's take a look at how the coins have trended last week. There is a 25% upswing for KNC. BAL, there was only a 4% upswing, and XMR, we have an 8% upswing. Okay, KNC seems to be the best performer of the last week. As discussed in an earlier video, right? KNC has come full circle since April 10th, which is exactly a year and another day, right? From the looks of it, it's forming a rounded bottom pattern. And if you measure the depth of this the rounded bottom pattern, it forecasts 73% upswing. Right now, the only thing KNC has to do is produce like a daily, probably even a weekly candlestick close above the equal highs formed here at 4.33, which would indicate a breakout, right? And based on this measurement rule here, it would put KNC at $7.57. Something's weird. Hold up. Okay, cool. So what you're looking at for KNC is another 72% upswing. And another way you can look at this, like if obviously I did not spot this early on, but this was a W bottom in play, or like a double bottom in play from a larger perspective. Yep, as you can see, it's pretty clear on a weekly time frame here. Unfortunately, I did not spot this, so we're just going to focus on what we can do next, right? You can expect the price to consolidate a bit between 4.3 and 3.5, but once we get like a daily close, probably even a weekly close above 4.33, then you can start hedging, like positioning yourself long, and expect the price to hit $7.5, There's like three important levels here, which is $5, $6, and then $7. Right, so yeah, either way, things are looking pretty good here for KNC. Let's take a look at Monero. Right, so from a daily time frame, Monero, like it's forming some sort of parallel channel. Yep, as you can see. Perfect. Wow, I've never drawn a perfect parallel channel like this before. This is so good. Yep. So now we're getting rejected here at the upper trend line of the channel, and let's zoom in. There's been quite a bit of consolidation took place here, and a slow and a steady strut upwards. So I don't see a lot of downside here for Monero. I could see the price bouncing off of this support level here, extending from $202 to $210. And the next level for the price to head back to is 250. From the current position, this would be an 18% upswing for Monero, which is like the first target. Beyond this, you have another set of equal highs formed at 297, right? So you are looking at a retest of 254 followed by 297, perhaps 300 if we're lucky. And that is assuming we get a retest of this support level here, extending from 202 to 210. Right, this is going to be 20% upswing to 40% upswing for Monero. So yeah, that pretty much sums up my analysis for Monero. Let's take a look at the next weekly gainer, which is Balancer. kind of similar to what XMR is doing here if you just look at it, but from the looks of it, balancer, this is collected liquidity and it's getting rejected. It failed to move above this resistance level here at roughly $19.5, and now it's going lower, right? And a good support level that you can see is it's already being retested here. This cluster of candles here is are going to serve as a demand zone now. So yep, so we're bouncing right off this of a support right now, and there is a possibility where this could evolve into a inverse head and shoulders pattern, where this is the left shoulder, this is the right shoulder, and this is the head of the pattern. And if you use the measurement rules, you would get 46, but let's be conservative, a 41% upswing, which if you measure from the breakout point would put it at approximately $27. So where would that get us? It would get us just around these swing highs formed here on 29th and 17th September, 29th October, 17th September. So yeah, this trade makes a lot of sense, but the only thing that you have to watch out for is this resistance level here at 22. So until then, I think the upside is capped at 19. So there's going to be quite a bit of hurdles for Monero to cross. The first one is going to be 19.5, assuming we get a bounce off of this demand zone here, extending from 14.9 to 16.5. In which case, the first hurdle is going to be 19.6, 19.5, and then you're going to look at 22.47, which is another hurdle. Beyond this, I think the upswing is going to be pretty straightforward. And yeah, that is where the upside is limited here at $27.5, $28 is where the upside is limited for balancer. Let's take a look at the top losers, which is waves. Perfect. As I mentioned in the previous, I'm not sure which video it was because I think it was the week before the last week. And yeah, so let's take a quick look into this. I've marked out two demand zones here, one extending from 21.8 to 24.3, and the other one extending from 16.7 to 18.9. And I marked out a fair value gap here, which is the price inefficiency formed between the successive candles. Same here, another one extending from $13 to $16.7. And I remember mentioning that if we get a daily candle close below this demand zone's lower limit here at 21.89, there's a good chance price is going to fill up this void or the fair value gap and close up the inefficiency by retesting this demand zone at 18.95. Right? I don't see a low. I don't see it ever coming below this demand zone here, mainly because of the amount of support that the volume traded basically here in this region, and again same here in this region. But then again, right, like if this is crypto and there's a lot of volatility to it, so if we get like a massive flash crash in Bitcoin, there's a good chance price could shatter to this demand zones here and fill the fair value gap here and retest $13.3. So that's pretty much my take on waves. I really don't see it bouncing or like recovering from where it is right now, unless like Bitcoin pulls a major 180 and heads up to 52K, right? In which case you can expect the price to go back to the equal highs here at 34.7, probably 35, because there's quite a bit of fair value gap present here as well. So yeah, I think initially you might see an upswing to 28 from where it is right now, which would be a 23% upswing, but then it's going to face heavy resistance here up to $34, $35. But once we clear that, there's a straight shot up to 49, probably even $50. So yeah, let's take a look at the next coin, which is TOMO. Holy, TOMO is down 35% over the last week. It's basically undid the gains for the last 3 weeks, and currently it's still trying to go lower. Perhaps it's because to collect the liquidity resting below these almost equal candles here, and it's already done that. Yep, and yeah, this honestly wouldn't even be a good triple tap setup here, mainly because of the way the price is positioned. It's collected liquidity resting above here, 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 and obviously over here. So now it's facing resistance around 1.82, right? So yeah, I don't really see the price going a lot higher. But then again, the downside is also capped here for TOMO. It's because it's approaching this one-day demand zone here, extending from 0.86 to $1.01 basically. So what can you expect for TOMO from a bullish perspective is for the price to bounce off of this demand zone here and make a run at 1.26, which will be the first target, beyond which it could make a run up to 1.82, right? But assuming we get, like, from a conservative standpoint, right, from a bounce from the demand zone's low upper limit here would put it at 26% upswing is what awaits for TOMO. Let's take a look at the last coin of the day, which is Scale. Yep, Scale is extremely similar to what TOMO's been doing, but the only problem is that, hold up, it's Synthetics, my bad. So Synthetics is, the price structure of Synthetics is pretty similar to what TOMO's been doing, but the only difference is that the price has already broken through this demand zone here. Now the other question is if it's going to produce a daily close below that, right? Regardless, this is now an invalidated demand zone as per my rules. So I'm looking for a stable support level here, which obviously is going to start from $4.7 and is going to extend all the way up to $4.17. So I'm expecting the price of SNX to from base anywhere between these two levels here at 4.1 and 4.7. In which case, the price is obviously, this is a breaker now. From what I time from, this is a breaker. So if the price immediately goes down here, then I'm going to wait a retest of this. I'm going to short it because that's what breakers are for, especially the bearish breaker. So you can expect a drop down to $4.1, 4.76 if we're extremely lucky. As for the upside, I don't see it going above 5.39, but if it does produce a daily, probably on a weekly candlestick close above that, then you are looking at a pump up to $7.37, which from the upper limit of the demand zone would be a 34% upswing. So that pretty much sums up my analysis for the top gainers and the top losers of last week. If you enjoyed this session and have any questions, please make sure to leave your doubts in the comment section. And make sure to like and share.